One, Luis Concepcion here from Strategic Profit Line Trading, coming to you with the plan of the week for week number 34. As always, here's our disclosures. This content is for educational purposes only, not tailored to any one individual. Past performance does not guarantee future results, and all investment involves risks. Here's our agenda. I'm going to go ahead and cover the news, provide a market overview of the indices, and we have 130 companies reporting earnings this week. Here's our results for last week. Provided 16 zones. Slow week. Only went 1-0. No entry on 14. And KLAR is in progress. If you took that or look at it this week to see if it affords you another opportunity to get in. Here's what our things are looking like for this week. NVIDIA being the catalyst on Wednesday, and then for whatever reason, the new Fed chair speaking on Friday, which is interesting right before the market closes. Went ahead and updated things, and that brings us to 95 and 21 on the year. Moving back into the news, as you can see on Monday, the Treasury, some Treasury is speaking, but doesn't look like it's going to be high impact. But just pay attention to things at 11 o'clock in the morning. There is no news. They got consumer confidence at 7 o'clock, so 30 minutes after the open on Tuesday. So that might move the markets. I highly doubt it. And then for those of you trading futures and forex, pay attention to the Australian dollar after the market. On to Wednesday, we got GDP and price index. That should impact the markets. That's going to be pre-market though, so expect some volatility at the open unless, as always, trading futures and forex, you can probably catch the moves before the market opens. Then moving on to Thursday, we got unemployment claims, again, pre-market. Nothing else going on through the rest of the day. And then on Friday, as mentioned earlier, you can see the Fed Chair Walsh is speaking, and that's going to be 30 minutes after the open. So very interesting on his commentary and everything that's going on. And then they got the Jackson Hole Symposium, uh, which is being affected, but they're not showing. You see how on Thursday it's not affecting the markets on day one, but day two will affect the markets. So very interesting. And then we got NVIDIA earnings to top that off at the end of the week. So that will be very interesting to see what happens. So expect a lot of volatility and move. Just pay attention to your positions, pay attention to your stops, pay attention to your profits. All right, getting into the charts and starting with the SPX. You can see that on the 13th, we made an all-new time high. We attempted to make another all-new time high, and the SPX did not make it. So getting a turn here, first demand zone I have for you is going to be at 74.91.45 to 73.97.22. Still have this gap to close. So let's see what happens on the Sunday night open and see how Monday starts us off. But again, no definitive supply on the macro time frame. We do have micro time frames, and for those of you who know how to trade that, feel free to log in and check in what those zones are. Moving on to the Nasdaq. Nasdaq has not made an all-new time high. We'll see if Nvidia pushes us up or down. Supply zone being 304.3450 to 3791.84 on the supply side. Demand 28,461.46 to 27,932.24. Moving on to the Dow Jones. Dow Jones made an all-new time high as well. It's starting to retreat. Closed this gap this week. Attempted to close this gap. Didn't make it to the 526 area. Bounce overnight. Let's see if we can get back down to 512.09 to 508.11. Same thing on the Nasdaq and the Dow Jones. There is no supply on the macro time frames, but there are some on the micro. Moving on to the RUT. RUT holding a little bit more steady, still has not changed. Demand zone all the way down here at 2721.44 to 2690.31. All right, getting into earnings. The first company I have for you is going to be ticker symbol PDD. Company name is Pendu Inc. On the demand side, 67.88 to 59.48. On the supply side, 118.87 to 122.11. They report Monday morning. Next, going on to Tuesday morning, first company I have for you is going to be Dick's, ticker symbol DKS. You see, Dick's got to our supply zone. That supply zone is still intact, 243.66 to 254.84. Came onto that zone and felt pretty well. Demand zones for you, 157.73 to 149.11 with a subsequent level at 146.37 to 135.91. Next company I have for you is BMO, ticker symbol BMO. Also Tuesday morning reporting, no supply, 165.66 to 160.21 with a subsequent level at 155.11 to 148.98. Next company I have for you is going to be ticker symbol SMTC, company Semtech. No supply on the demand side, 93.81 to 84.01. Transitioning to Tuesday afternoon, first company I have for you is going to be Zoom. This supply zone has held many times, so utilize it with caution. It's 107.21 to 115.04. See where we're at on Monday and Tuesday morning before you execute. So just letting you know this is an aggressive level. The next supply level I have for you on Zoom is going to be at 137.86 to 156.13. On the demand side, 92.64 to 89.39. Subsequent level 68.03 to 64.45. Next company I have for you is going to be Encino, ticker symbol NCNO. On the demand side, 16.08 to 15.20. On the supply side, 27.71 to 28.44. Next company I have for you is going to be Heiko, ticker symbol HEI. No supply on the demand side, 299.22 to 282.96. Next company I have for you and transitioning to Wednesday morning is going to be Kohl's, ticker symbol KSS. $12 to 10.36 even on the demand side, 22.39 to 23.43 on the supply side. There is a subsequent level at 9.79 to 8.81. Next company I have for you is going to be Diacom, ticker symbol DY. No supply on the demand side, 349.61 to 323.35. Subsequent level at 300.24 to 271.47. Next company I have for you is going to be Abercrombie Brand Fish, ticker symbol ANF. Our levels have been working great on this company. You can see this level had worked previously. 124.30 to 134.42 on the supply side, 64.02 to 57.15 on the demand side. Next company I have for you is going to be Williams-Sonoma. Ticker symbol WSM. No supply. First demand zone is going to be at 210.51 to 197.83. Next company I have for you is going to be Schmucker's Jelly. Ticker symbol SJM. On the demand side, 104.16 to 97.81. Subsequent level at 87.23 to 81.46. On the supply side, 139.27 to 147.65. Next company I have for you is going to be Bath and Body Works, ticker symbol BBWI. This level has been working for us nicely all year. Same level, 16.23 to 12.98 on the demand side. In the event that level fails, subsequent level at 11.93 to 7.85. On the supply side, 30.91 to 33.99. Next company I have for you is going to be Donaldson. Ticker symbol DCI. On the demand side, 75.69 to 72.90. On the supply side, 106.56 to 110.65. Then moving on to Wednesday afternoon, the big kahuna, everybody's waiting on NVIDIA. However, I cannot show that here due to my members who pay for that information. So if you're interested in getting that information on a weekly basis on all the Mag 7, feel free to subscribe to and check out our website. So moving on to Salesforce. Salesforce came from our demand zone right back up to supply now. Be mindful that this level has worked on 2 occasions already. So this is an aggressive level at 210.25 to 218. What I would say is wait for earnings to play out and or for those of you who are more experienced, See what the 226.20 to 235.80 with their expected move will do for you on a trade. Other than that, demand all the way back down here at 149.50 to 142.25. And your supply level 226.20 to 235.80. The 210.25 to 218 is an aggressive level. Next company I have for you is going to be CrowdStrike, ticker symbol CRWD. No supply in CrowdStrike. Demand all the way down here, 116.56 to 107.76. Next company I have for you is going to be Okta, ticker symbol OKTA. On the demand side, 95.38 to 82.84. And supply zone all the way up at 211.56 to 245.62. Next company I have for you is going to be Synopsys, ticker symbol SNPS. This is a level that's been working for us all year as well, 386.38 to 347.24. Just like CrowdStrike, check your numbers, check a potential move. In the event this level does fail, your better level is now at 292.52 to 265.69. Supply zone all the way up at 583.05 to 616.98. Next company I have for you is going to be HP, ticker symbol HPQ. On the supply side, 35.87 to 37.01. On the demand side, 21.22 to 19.42. Transitioning to Thursday morning, first company I have for you is going to be Best Buy, ticker symbol BBY. On the supply side, 96.46 to 103.51. On the demand side, 64.67 to 63.07. Subsequent level at 62.19 to 59.66. If you want to combine both these levels, you can feel free to do so. Next company I have for you is going to be Dollar General, ticker symbol DG. Supply, 131.83 to 136.14. Subsequent level at 144.88 to 149.20. On the demand side, 80.02 to 65.97. Next company I have for you is going to be Dollar Tree, ticker symbol DLTR. On the supply side, 144.96 to 151.72. On the demand side, 96.85 to 90.22. Next company I have for you is going to be Burlington Coat Factory, ticker symbol BURL. On the demand side, 273 to 259.01. We're going to mark down this supply zone somewhat aggressive, but it's intact, 365.13 to 379.18. Next company I have for you is going to be Build-A-Bear Workshop, ticker symbol BBW. On the demand side, 17.42 to 14.75. On the supply side, 48.54 to 56.27, with a subsequent level at 58.92 to 62.58. Next company I have for you transitioning to Thursday after the market is going to be IREN. This company's been getting a lot of attention following crypto. On the demand side, 30.01 to 25.27. On the supply side, 57.85 to 63.15. Next company I have for you is going to be Autodesk, ticker symbol ADSK. On the demand side, 181.88 to 164.69. On the supply side, 332.63 to 345.23. Next company I have for you is going to be Ulta Beauty, ticker symbol ULTA. On the demand side, 425.80 to 401.07. On the supply side, 632.68 to 657.67. Next company I have for you is going to be Gap, ticker symbol GAP. On the demand side, 18.83 to 16.91. They have an expected move of about $3, so pay attention. This level has worked. However, in the event this level fails, we can go all the way down to 14.14 to 13.06. So consider waiting for earnings to report and wait to trade this on Friday. Or if you're comfortable trading it right away, go right ahead. However, if they have bad earnings, like I said, we can get down to 14. And because this level has worked on numerous occasions, it's constituted as aggressive now. However, supply all the way up at 27.72 to 29.31. Gonna do it for me in the charts this week. Got a lot of moving parts, especially with Nvidia and the Fed speaking at the end of the week this week. Do me a favor, If you can, hit that like and subscribe button. If you're not following me on social media, feel free to do so. If you have any questions or want to learn more, feel free to email me. Check out the website. And as always, till next time, happy trading.